We're gonna start. Talk about it later.
Change something that,
Typically, the first thing that I do is call the meeting to order, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. There's something that I would like to be, and I had it pulled up, and it was great. And it was about our beloved planning department. And I'll just read for you from the Triad Business Journal. Actually, I'll just do it from memory. Our planning department, of all towns, the qualification was 50,000 residents. Our planning department in Burlington was rated 10th in the nation for efficiency, speed of permits, all of the things that are tied into the planning process and the development process. The city of Burlington was 10th nationally, and to y'all, I say thank you. Because that is an honor. And it also speaks volumes as to the work that you do. And that is absolutely amazing. And I want to say thank you.
thank you.
So, good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the October 27th, 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission. I am Planning and Zoning Commission Chairman James Kirkpatrick. At this time, I'd ask that you put all phones, electronic devices on silent. There. This meeting is being recorded. For those of you that have not been with us before, the Planning and Zoning Commission is comprised of 7 members. 5 members are residents of the city of Burlington and are appointed by the City Council. 2 members are residents of the city's extraterritorial jurisdiction and are appointed by the Alamance County Commissioners. For tonight's public comments to address the commission in this meeting, please wait until called upon by the chair and address the commission from the podium. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. That anyone who speaks must give their name and address for the record. Press and media can ask questions to the commission during the public comment period. As a reminder, the Planning and Zoning Commission is an advisory body and makes recommendations to the City Council. No decisions are final at the Planning and Zoning Commission meetings. Additionally, in the event of a tie vote 3-3, the motion fails. I'd like to confirm that all commission members and staff members on the agenda are present. Would you please conduct a roll call?
Sure. Chair Kirkpatrick,
Present.
Vice Chair Beasley,
Present.
Member Rowan is currently absent, Member Mills,
Present.
Member Spadaccini,
Present.
Member Rayner is absent, Member Hill is absent, Member Britton is absent, Member Saunders.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Anybody got a conflict on anything that's on the agenda tonight? Very good. Minutes, September 27th, motion to approve.
I'll make a motion. Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 4, rezoning 25-012, Ryan Moffett, applicant, to present a request to rezone 2 parcels of land totaling 13.78 acres from the highway business HB zoning district to the general business GB zoning district. The property is located on the eastern side of NC Highway 61 South, across from Conica Drive, and south of the Interstate North Carolina Highway 85-40. These are addressed as 1201 and 1211 NC Highway 61 South and consist of Guilford County tax identification numbers 103470 and 106250. Jamie, would you break it down for us?
So as mentioned, there's 2 separate parcels, circling one and then the other. This area is currently within Guilford County, so the applicant is requesting ultimately to annex within the city limits. In order to do so, a zoning designation needs to be assigned to the parcels. So This is the first step to come to you as the Planning and Zoning Commission and ask for a rezoning. This would ultimately then move to City Council for annexation. Should the annexation be approved, then the rezoning would be heard through a public hearing. So the current zoning of the properties is highway business, and the applicant is requesting a conventional or general rezoning to general business.
Okay,
We'll let the record show that Lee Roan has arrived.
My apologies.
no worries. Can't do it public.
Well, you're just getting started with the first item.
Yeah. We know you're all studied up, so.
Yeah, well, I didn't get a packet, so. That's on the record.
Right.
So this request is consistent with the future land use designation. It is also within the Rock Creek industrial area and as well as the Guilford County economic development plan. As you may know, this area
It's hot.
has received, there's going to be a sewer infrastructure improvement and water connections already approved within this area running down 61 to ultimately Peace Haven. So this is just one of the areas. It is adjacent to the service road and access point to the highway. So staff does recommend this rezoning request. And you probably are familiar with some of the other rezonings that came to you in front of this, in this area. The applicant is in the audience in case you have questions for them.
Okay. I don't know if there's much for you to say, bud. I'm kidding. Jamie kind of did your job.
Which I appreciate. She's doing her job very well, she and her team. I will be brief if there are public comments or questions. I certainly make myself available to answer questions or address anything with specificity. But I appreciate the opportunity to be here this evening. My name is Ryan Moffitt. I'm a lawyer at the Vernon Law Firm. I have the privilege of representing the applicant, Cora LLC. With me this evening are Mr. Tom Lindley and Mr. Bill Aucoin. Tom is a principal of Cora LLC, and Mr. Aucoin is a real estate broker, commercial broker with Addison Young Brokerage. This request is a zoning request attendant to a voluntary contiguous annexation, which the applicant has petitioned the city for. We are requesting general business zoning. I believe the current zoning under Guilford County's ordinance is highway business. So this will be an assignment that would go into effect under the city's UDO in the event that the annexation goes through. A little bit of history here. I've been working with the Lindley family on what became this request for almost a year now. The family has owned the property since 1990, and conversations, as I said, in the last year have begun since the property's been listed with Mr. Aucoin for sale, how to best position the property for its highest and best use. And so we are here this evening. Once we initiated the annexation and zoning process, we did engage with area landowners and neighbors. We ascertained the property owners that would be within the 300-foot buffer area of the legal notice area, and sent out letters to those property owners. There were about 14 of them, other than Cora and a couple of repeats. So we took both parcels and ran that buffer and sent out notice request. The church was nice enough to host us for a neighborhood meeting back on September the 8th. We extended that invitation, of course, to the folks that we sent letters to, and then it was opened up to the congregation. So we had about 24 folks that signed the sign-in sheet. I would say that the attendance exceeded that, because we didn't have everyone sign in. I won't guess on the record, but it was more than 24. We were there for at least an hour, having good conversation. I presented the request, the mechanics around the request, the reason for the request, and what those in attendance could expect. This request is a general request. It's not conditional, it's not limited use, and it's not tied to any specific development. It's simply before you all because the property owners saw the advantages of seeking annexation into the city of Burlington, having the opportunity to receive the city's services, and for its land to be governed by the city of Burlington's Unified Development Ordinance, and specifically those permitted uses that are allowed within the general business district. Why did we request general business? Well, because of the location. Obviously along the Highway 4085 interchange, general business sets up well for a highway intersection. As we heard from the significant announcement last week, Highway 61 has been identified by the city as a growth corridor. So not only is the interstate of note with this location, but growth is planned for Highway 61, as we well know with the Apple delays announcement last week. And so with the 13 acres here right at that intersection and with the anticipated growth, those uses identified in the general business district would present the highest and best uses for this property. I would also add that Guilford County's future land use plan, which currently would be the future plan that you would be looking for consistency with, if I'm not mistaken, does call for this to be a regional employment center and these specific parcels to be commercially used. So it is consistent with Guilford County's future land use plan. I would anticipate, once it's annexed into the city, that it would be consistent with the city's planning policies for this area and what we've seen approved for the city of Burlington in the properties that have been annexed in this area. And so on that basis, we feel strongly that the general business zoning is going to allow for the highest and best use of these properties and for the city and for the surrounding, property values for the surrounding area. I will leave it at that and make myself and Mr. O'Coin available for any questions you all or the public may have.
All right, thank you.
You.
Any questions? Mike, Lee?
I'll ask a couple of questions. So I'll wrap two questions in one here. So what is y'all's aspirations for this property? I know it's general business, so you may not have a full idea, but what's kind of like y'all's aspirations for this property? And if do y'all have anyone that's interested in this current time on your property at all?
My name is Tom Lindley. I'm the managing partner of Flora LLC. I live in Burlington. We have, we're simply trying to position this for resale
Okay.
to a developing group. And there is no general, much less specific target identified.
Okay. Thank you.
Jamie, across the highway is a general business, but it doesn't say Guilford County zoning. Does that mean, did we annex that as well? That's the gas station. Which one is it?
Truck stop,
It's a truck stop, but I can't think of the name.
Right across the highway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the, yeah. So what? The TA Travel Center. So that's in that city of Burlington annex as
That
well?
was rezoned, I'm not sure exactly when, but that's general business within the city.
It's ours.
Mhm.
Okay. Discussion, questions, comments, concerns?
You get any public comment?
Huh?
You get any public comment?
Mr. Boney?
Question, Mr. Chairman. Just a clarification. Ms. Moffitt said that the notice had gone to those within 300 feet. My recollection was the planning board changed it a couple of years ago to 400 feet.
No, it is 300 feet.
We discussed it.
Discussed but didn't do it.
It was smaller than that. We upped it to 300 feet.
It was increased to 300 feet. That is greater than the state statute requirement.
Yeah. Because we upped it,
Yes.
it was less, so. With no comment, no further, is there anyone else here who would like to speak to this matter? Any comments, Jamie, from anybody on this?
As I mentioned, staff does recommend this rezoning request.
All right, if we're done talking, somebody make a motion.
Make a motion to recommend approval of the request to rezone property from the highway business HB zoning designation to the general business GB district. The two parcels of land addresses 1201 and 1211 North Carolina Highway 61, total 13.78 acres. They're situated on the eastern side of North Carolina Highway 61 South, across from Conica Drive and south of Interstate in North Carolina Highway 8540, and consist of Guilford County tax identification numbers 103470 and 106250. The motion is based upon the consistency of the proposed rezoning with the Guilford County Comprehensive Plan, and that Guilford County revised their comprehensive plan in 2016 to include this area under the Rock Creek area, and recognize this area is identified as employment centers as development within the city. The request is compatible with the existing commercial and industrial uses in the area. This action is reasonable and in the public interest, and that the Guilford County Comprehensive Plan calls for this area to be an employment center. The Burlington City Council has funded public water and sewer projects along the North Carolina Highway 61 corridor and adjacent areas for economic growth, including the Western Area Wastewater Master Plan. This area is located in close proximity to other industrial uses such as Amatech Aerospace, the Red Oak facility, Rock Creek Investments, Zinc, and BGO Logistics.
You read incredibly well.
Thank you.
There's a motion and a second, especially in that font. There's a motion and a second. Would you roll call the vote, please?
Yes. Sheriff Kirkpatrick?
Approve.
Vice Chair Beasley?
Approved.
Member Brown?
Approved.
Member Mills?
Approved.
Member Spadaccini?
Approved.
And Member Saunders?
Approve.
We will
Congratulations.
let you know when this item will move forward. Longer than normal. It will run concurrent with the annexation request.
Hey, Bree, could you hit that next item again so I can read it? I'll get back up to it.
That's Jamie.
Oh, Jamie.
Hey, Ryan, do you mind closing the door on the way out?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Item number 5, rezoning 25-008, Jerry Parker, applicant, to present a request to rezone one parcel of land totaling 1.5 acres from the medium density residential MDR zoning district to the high density residential HDR zoning district. The property is located on the south side of South Church Street, east of the intersection with Cappoquin Way and west of the intersection with University Drive. It is addressed as 0 South Church Street and consists of Alamance County tax identification number 106648.
Okay, I'm happy to introduce this one.
Thank you.
again. So included in your packet are the maps and the staff report, but this is just a quick summary of the rezoning request that has been submitted by the applicant, Mr. Parker, who is in the audience. The property is highlighted in the teal hatch. It is 1.5 acres, and as noted noted in that yellow shade, it is currently within the medium density residential zoning district. Their request is to change the zoning to high density residential. That's the orange shade and consistent with the property to the west. Future land use designation for this area is suburban residential, and so the rezoning request is consistent with that designation. It provides for greater infill opportunities and a higher density than what is currently allowed. Staff does recommend the request because there is existing infrastructure already within that area. There are other employment areas as well as other amenities that would help to serve a higher density here. And any, as you're aware, any future development would need to comply with the city's Unified Development Ordinance moving forward. There are no proposals associated with this request as well, so any future development would come in front of the Technical Review Committee for review and approval. The next slide, this slide just summarizes the difference between the medium density residential zoning standards and the high density residential district standards. The max density within the medium density residential is 4.85 units per acre, and the max for the high density, that's for single family, but the max would go all the way up to, I believe, 30, let me double check that, 30 units per acre for apartments. You can see the other setbacks and associated requirements. Just want to make sure I'm 30 units per acre. This slide just summarizes the buffer requirements that would be required. To the left is the high-density residential, so that would be a 10-foot type A buffer. And then to the east is medium-density residential, that would be a type B 20-foot buffer. This would all be applied when, at the time of an application to be reviewed. That is it for this application. I'm happy to answer any questions that I can, and the applicant, if you'd like, can come up and address the commission, should you have other questions for him.
Mr. Parker? Yeah, please. Is there anything that you would like, well, let me state your name and address first, I apologize.
Okay. My name is Jerry Parker, and I'm the owner, my wife and I own the property in question.
And do you have anything that you'd like to add to what?
Just a few things. The property looks like it's a four-sided property, but it's actually a five-sided property. And I just want to point that out because that means that three sides are already bordered by high-density residential type. I also want to say that I propose to put a two-story building on this property. Whatever it is I plan to put on there, it'll probably be just 2 stories. The property, like she said, has already kind of been identified as good prospect for multifamily development. And also, point out that there is a DOT easement in the northwest corner of the property right next to US 70. So whatever development I do, I'll work around that easement that is not included in any of my development. So it's a temporary and a permanent easement. So it's about, I guess, roughly 400 square feet.
Okay.
And that was it.
Did you have any comments or anything made to you from any of the neighbors?
No. I did not do I did not notify the neighbors. I looked up their addresses and I called one member that directed me to
Right.
California. And the other one, I didn't get a response, so I just left it alone.
I understand. Jamie, did you get any?
No, sir.
Nothing? And they were all notified? Okay. And no one's here? It's just us? Any questions for Mr. Parker?
Jerry, it's gonna be apartments.
Yes, multifamily.
How many?
Don't know yet. Right now, I'm kind of trying to keep it under the 1 acre threshold, so I don't have to go through land quality. If it's feasible, I will do that. If not, then I will use land quality and go ahead on it and submit a plan for land quality. If I do the land quality thing, I'm probably gonna want to increase the numbers to make it worth my while to have to put in that extra.
Got-
Sedimentation control, but I would like not to have to do that.
What kind of numbers are you
Maximum
thinking?
I think I could get without doing that, and I may be stretching it, the maximum I think I get is 18.
Good, Mike?
Yeah, that was it. That was just, and what was the setbacks again, Jamie,
25.
between
10 and 20, I think.
going
10
to,
and 20, 10 and
going to
25.
HDR is 10 feet?
So I put it on the screen, you can see the comparison, the street setbacks are the same, the sides are the same, and the rear are the same.
I was looking at more the landscaping, I'm sorry, the landscaping requirements.
Oh, 10 feet and 20 feet. 10 feet to the left and 20 feet where it's abutting, 10 feet where it's abutting HDR and 20 feet where it's abutting MDR.
Okay.
Lee, anything?
The only other thing I will add, if it's all right, is the property is currently in the ETJ. It is not within the city limits. You're not required to annex the property unless you decide that you're going to want to connect to water and sewer. Then you would want to go through that annexation process. But typically, applicants don't go through that process until they've got an approval from the technical review committee for a site plan application.
Jared, what's the street footage across the front?
I think it's 191 feet.
191, the less,
190.5.
and that, and then subtract from that the DOT, which is in the northwest corner, which is what? That's about 10 feet.
25 feet by,
It's not very much if it's only 400 square feet.
it's not very much.
It's about 8 feet deep.
About like 20 feet by 4 feet or something, 5 feet, something like that.
This side? You done?
Yeah.
This side?
Just looking at the city.
Everybody's good over there.
See if you've got plenty of room on the side. If you've got 20 foot.
Any more comments, any more concerns, any more questions? Jamie said everything she needs to say. Jerry said everything he needs to say. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion.
Yep. I'll make a motion to recommend approval of the request to rezone one parcel of land totaling 1.5 acres from the medium-density residential MDR zoning district to the high-density residential HDR zoning district. The property is located on the south side of South Church Street, east of the intersection with Cappoquin Way, and west of the intersection with University Drive. It is addressed as 0 South Church Street and consists of Alamance County Tax Identification Number 106648. The motion is based upon the consistency of the proposed rezoning with the comprehensive plan in that the proposed zoning of the property is consistent with the future land use map, which calls for the area to be suburban residential. The requested rezoning has the opportunity to provide infill residential housing at a higher density than what exists under the current zoning. This action is reasonable and in the public interest in that existing infrastructure exists and the fact that the property is located close to employment opportunities and other amenities. A higher density is appropriate for the area. The proposed amendment supports infill residential development. Any future development will be required to comply with the city's Unified Development Ordinance.
Thank you, Mike. There's a motion, and there was a second when I jumped the gun. There's a motion and a second. Will you roll call the vote, please, Jamie?
Yes, Chair Kirkpatrick,
Approve.
Vice Chair Beasley,
Approve.
Member Brown,
Approve.
Member Mills,
Approve?
Member Spataccini,
Approved.
and Member Saunders.
Approve.
Your application has been approved, and we will let you know when it proceeds to city council.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I guess we did. Why don't you print out a motion to adjourn?
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jerry.
I'm not there. I'm not there yet, buddy. You got here late. We did that first.
That's right.
We covered that business.
What did you alert me to?
Anything else?
Yes, one item of business. So our next regular meeting is scheduled for November 17th, but we have a conflict with council work session that evening.
Tell them to move.
Yeah, I don't understand. Where's your priority? Volunteer or the paid staff?
Some of us can be in two places at one time also, but we have suggested that we reschedule, because they've already advertised and made that motion, to change the calendar. So most likely, we're looking at, that Wednesday or Thursday, which would be the 19th or 20th, and so we're just checking on the availability of members who are here, and at the same time, just giving you a heads up regarding our meeting in December, which I think is the
25th.
I'll be here.
It's the 15th. I think it was moved up a week
we usually
because of
move
the
it up
holiday.
Because of the holidays, so that would be on the 15th. So
I will be out. I'm traveling for work
that week,
The November or the
that
December?
November.
I will be also missed.
I'll be around that time period.
I'll be around as long as it's Wednesday or Thursday. Can't do Tuesday.
As long as air traffic control doesn't cancel my flight, I'm supposed to be traveling.
What's the dates again you're looking at?
19th or 20th?
I can do either. Can you do either?
I do have it.
You got it.
November, right?
What?
Lee, are you available?
I'm looking.
Sure you are.
Pretty certain. I
You're
am.
retired, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him.
that at least gives us a quorum.
We'll start at 7:15 so Lee can make it.
I'll leave later then.
As a backup, is the 20th
They said either.
either?
I just had it written.
Okay. What about the December date? Might we do that now too? That's the 15th.
Is that when you want to do it?
That's when it's scheduled, advertised.
Yeah.
I got it down to 22nd, for some reason or another.
Me too.
So the 22nd is the fourth Monday, but that's the week of Christmas, and we don't meet on the week of Christmas or the week of Thanksgiving. We move it up a week.
So you're looking at doing it the December 15th.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good as well.
I can do that.
I'll say I'm good, but I can't get to my calendar. I got a brand new phone.
Okay.
And I haven't signed into everything yet.
We'll send out the quorum checks and everything like normal, so you'll get reminders.
Tom, don't quote me on that.
Great, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you. We don't need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Done.